What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to answer one of the questions that I know a lot of you guys are gonna have in regards to Black Panther in his newest uniform, and that is, how well does Black Panther perform in ABX on the COMABT Superhero Day? Is he the new meta? Is he going to dethrone Wolverine? And I'll let you guys decide for yourself. I'm going to show you guys how I have my Wolverine setup, and I'm going to show you guys how I have my Black Panther setup, and I'm going to take both of these characters into ABX, and I'm going to let you guys see just how they both perform, and then you guys can make that decision for yourself. Now, as for my Black Panther, I gotta say, prior to this update, prior to him getting his uniform, I have never ever used them in Extreme AB, simply because he just did not have the DPS, so I didn't bother tier 2ing him. But once I got this uniform, I actually decided I was going to test him in there, and it has been very surprising. Now, as you guys can see right here for the stats, he has 125 for attack speed, 75% for critical rate, 192 for critical damage, 41% for ignore defense, 22% for ignore dodge, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As for the gears on my Panther, you guys will see everything is obviously at 20, and they all look identical: 2 physical attack and 2 critical rate. As for the skill rotation, you guys will see for yourself, it's pretty close to being identical to what I use with my Wolverine. It's 4, cancel into 5, then into 2, then into 3, then right back into 4, and then you just repeat that. It's a very, very, very safe rotation, and it deals a ton of freaking damage. If you guys have a better rotation, let me know in the comments, but this is the one that I've been using, and it is safe no matter where I put him, okay? As for the ISO set, it's overdrive or nothing else when it comes to Black Panther. So happy rolling. This thing actually cost me 35 million gold. So thank you, RNGesus, for royally, I'm not even going to say it, this guy really messed me over here. A lot of gold, but this is the best ISO set you could possibly get for him. I'm definitely got to work on it because it needs to be awakened, because the Panther is worthy. Far more worthy than he's ever been. I'm telling you guys. As you can see right here, I don't even have snare immunity on his obelisk, and it is a low 110 proc. But take a look at the score that I'm gonna put up with this guy. I'm telling you, he's a beast in every sense of the word. The uniform is the one area where he actually has my Wolverine beat. This is actually at Mythic, but it comes at Legendary, so I only had to upgrade it once, and I wasn't even gonna bother, but I like to be complete. If it already got started, I just felt like I had to finish it. So at some point, I'm probably gonna have to finish my Wolverine as well, because I had to start his for X23's event battle mission thing. Okay, this is the team that I'm gonna use for both of these characters, simply because I don't have Valkyrie at tier 2 yet. But if you have Valkyrie at tier 2, definitely swap out Werewolf, and that will give you a much better score. Okay, when it comes to my Wolverine, this is what he is actually looking like. I should drop these guys off the team, that way you give a fair comparison to what his stats look like without the bonuses, just like I did for Panther. You guys will see for yourself. He has 118 for attack speed, 70% for critical rate, 197 for critical damage, 50% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. So he's looking pretty similar to what my Panther looks like. However, as a tier 2 native, he has a higher damage ceiling. And as for the gears on my Wolverine, you guys can see right here, everything is obviously at 20, and the last 2 gear slots have 2 physical attack and 2 crit rate. The first 2, they have 2 physical attack, 1 crit rate, 2 ignore defense. This one has 2 physical attack, 2 crit rate, 1 ignore defense. When it comes to a skill rotation, it's very similar to Panther. Like I said, it's 4, cancel into 5, then we go into 2. Then generally it's better to go into 1, but for me, I've just been going 2, 3, maybe 1, but generally it's just 4, 5, and then right back to business. As you guys can see right here, his ISO set is far superior to that of my Black Panther, and that's just because I've had him built up very long, and I'm actually going to eventually max this out all the way because I love Wolverine. Panther's gonna get the same treatment eventually. It's just that I've been ahead of the game because I've had Wolverine for a very long time, and he is, in my mind, still the best overall combat character in the game. Panther is making himself known, so eventually he's gonna touch maybe top 5 in the combat class once someone really pushes him to the brink. Who knows, maybe that would be me. We'll see. As you guys can see right here, I have immunity to snare, and we have ignore dodge, and then 180 proc. So he has a higher proc than my freaking Black Panther, and he has snare immunity. For most people, their Wolverine definitely needs snare immunity because most of us don't have the skill to go untouched by the Frost Beast. I should probably be speaking for myself. I don't have the skill to go untouched without snare immunity. So yeah, definitely have to have snare immunity on the obelisk. But for Black Panther, you actually don't need it at all. So Black Panther is in a place where you could give him a CTP of energy, and that could actually make it so that he's better than Wolverine for ABX. Crazy to think about, right guys? But anyways, oh, the uniform right here, it's rare. It's only rare because of the freaking X23 event battle, and I wanted to get some freaking bios for my X23. I never planned to upgrade this, but eventually, since it started, I kind of have to finish it at some point unless he gets a newer one, and I just throw this to the wayside. But yeah, Wolverine, guys, we're gonna do the first run with Wolverine, and then we're gonna do the second one with Black Panther, and I'm gonna give you guys the comparison, and you guys can decide for yourself which one you think is the best. Keep messing up the proc. Trying to keep the meteor and keeping the proc on the freaking 5 is just so hard. It's easier to just let the meteors hit me if I want to keep the proc. Okay, I'll try dodging a few meteors and get the proc right. I need more attack speed if I want to consistently use the 3 skill. And there you have it, guys. 392 with my Wolverine. This is what I get with him about on average. 392, 398, 400, maybe 420 on a really good day. And we're gonna take my Black Panther in right now. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so we're just gonna be super ultra aggressive. There you have it, guys. My Black Panther just put out 350k, 42,000 behind my Wolverine. But keep in mind that he's only running a 110 proc and his ISO set is now awakened. We still have 5-star ISOs on him, so yeah, definitely a beast. You guys saw it here. I don't even have snare immunity, and he was significantly easier for me to handle than my Wolverine is. Granted, Wolverine is most definitely going to still have a higher damage ceiling, but for any of you guys who do not have Wolverine, definitely go ahead and pick up Black Panther, especially since if you actually put a CTP of energy on him, I feel like he can outscore Wolverine, even if Wolverine has a really top tier build and you guys have better cards than me. That's just my opinion. If I get another CTP of energy, I might just give it to him just to test it out, because if you give Wolverine a CTP of energy, you have to be extremely skilled to not get hit by the Frost Beast, whereas you guys saw it here, I don't currently have snare immunity on my freaking Black Panther, and he was able to go this entire run without getting touched by the Frost Beast once. The only thing that hit me was a meteor, and that's just how it goes because of the fact that Black Panther flies around so much. It's unpredictable for me anyways to determine where he's going to land, and sometimes he'll actually just land and a meteor will drop right on him before he can jump into one of his other skills. But that's just my opinion, guys. This is just my first look on the Black Panther and how he compares to the current king of combat hero ABX. To be honest with you guys, for the majority of players, Black Panther is most definitely going to replace Wolverine in terms of ease of use here. But for the top tier people who have really decked out cards and who are extremely skilled, I can still see Wolverine being the guy for this day. That's just my opinion though. Let me know what your thoughts are. Peace out.